The final tearful farewell to India's brave hearts who were killed in action in Ladakh took place today. In Patna, in Bihar, Gurdaspur, Punjab and in Suryapet in Telangana, as well as you can see in West Bengal, in Birbhum, the locals came to pay their respects to the soldiers who laid down their lives for their country. 20 soldiers were killed in bloody clashes in eastern Ladakh on Monday. Rajesh Orang's last rites will be performed in his native village in West Bengal's Birbhum. Rajesh Orang was one of the 20 Jawans who were killed during the face-off between Indian and Chinese troops in Galwan Valley. He was posted at the 16 Bihar Regiment. And how the country is bidding farewell to these brave hearts. For that, I'm joined by Uma Sudhir from Telangana as well as Moni Deepa from Bengal. Moni, we just showed the visuals of family of Rajesh Orang bidding farewell to the Jawan, but the proper last rites will be conducted in a little while. What information do we have about that?
Well, I was actually checking out and asking, and it seems the village Belghoria in Birbhum district where Rajesh Orang's family lives, that's about 2,500 kilometers from Ladakh. And we are being told by defense sources that the body will be flown into Panagarh in Bengal at about 3:30, and from there it will be driven to Birbhum district and will probably reach around 8 o'clock at night. So that's still some time off to bid the final farewell, but in the meantime, family, friends, entire village, and of course political leaders of the district and beyond, they have gathered there paying their tributes to a framed photograph of the 26-year-old soldier who has left behind his parents and 2 young sisters. Rajesh Orang was the first person from his family to join the services. His father is virtually been confined to bed after he heard about the passing of his son, who had called about a fortnight ago and said he was going off to the mountains and may not be in touch for some time. Very, very devastated family, friends who are also very proud of the sacrifice this young man has made. There is another soldier from Bengal, Havaldar Bipul Roy. He is from Bindipara in Alipurdwar in North Bengal. His body too is expected to reach only late this evening, and preparations are on to bid final farewell to him in Alipurdwar as well.
Right, and meanwhile, an emotional farewell was arranged for Colonel Santosh Babu, who was the commanding officer of 16 Bihar, and there was this procession that was held before the funeral, and a very emotional picture of his 4-year-old son saluting his father has also come forward. For more on this, Uma Sudhir joins us. Uma, a very emotional moment, not just for the family, but the people of his village as well, and all his relatives and the countrymen as well.
Anjali, just 2 days ago, no one may have known Colonel Santosh Babu, but today he was every family's son, every family's brother, and everyone's friend, someone who they loved, admired and respected, and were wanting to come and express their tribute to him, last respects to him, as well as to the family that gave such a brave son to the country. And that's the reason why we saw almost the entire town of Suryapet, in fact, coming out and paying their respects. COVID fears were there. Yes, social distancing, masks, all that was there, but they wanted to come out there despite those fears and show their last respects to this man who they have come to love and admire hugely. And yes, very, very emotional scenes, not just for their parents who were trying to control themselves and show their pride in their son, but also for that very young wife, very dignified, graceful all through this, and a 4-year-old son, that image of that son saluting his father along with the wife Santoshi as well. There's a young sister there's a daughter, a 9-year-old daughter, all of them at those last rites. Of course, military honors were there on one side, but on the other, the entire town and even the political leadership, including the PCC president and the TRS minister Jagdish Reddy, all of them present there through the last rites that happened around noon. This is something that's going to stay with this town because they are talking about keeping his memory alive and paying their last respects to him. Back to you.
All right. Thanks for that update, Moni and Uma. So here the country is bidding farewell to the brave hearts, not just these two, but also some visuals we'll bring you from Patna, where a large number of people attended the last rites of Havaldar Sunil Kumar. Bihar reacted with a blend of grief, anger and awe for the spirit of sacrifice. Also from Bihar, Kundan Kumar from Saharsa, his last rites were also performed. Sepoy Kumar's family grieved the loss of their brave son. In Gurdaspur, Jawan Satnam Singh's funeral was held. Family and friends of Naib Subedar Satnam Singh paid homage to the late Jawan in Punjab's Gurdaspur and remembered him as a hero who lost his life to safeguard the borders of this country.